Welcome back to the Gateway series. My name's Cody. This is my channel, Cosmic Wander, and today we're going to go through wave 3 of my thoughts, what I got from the Gateway tapes. I know my eye looks a little goofy. I was going to wait, see if I can get a good zoom in of that. I was going to wait until after it healed to make the video, but it's taken too long, so fuck it. We're going ahead with the video. And I hope it doesn't bother you too much. Wave 3 was a pretty intense wave for me. Wave 3 of the Gateway experience took things to the new level. So what ended up happening was in wave 1 and 2, it was more about building like a foundation. Wave 3 comes along and now you're starting to reach up, actually almost lift out of your body, like not just metaphorically, but literally. Liftoff is the true state of starting to learn to separate your non-physical body from your physical body. As I enter focus 10 and then proceeded to go to focus 12, I could feel a distinct difference in the energy and how it felt in my body. It almost felt like a different tingling or pulsing sensation while I kind of moved up the next level. It almost felt like something was kind of getting prepared to move or shift or something like that in my body. It showed me how to take my focus from my physical body but put it towards the energy around me and kind of ride that wave, and it kind of gives you that floating or that sensation that you're moving up and out of your body. Remote viewing was awesome. I didn't expect how vivid the meditation was going to be. It was going to, I guess, the first time that you really took like something in the physical world and focused in on it on a meditation. But like I was able to visualize, exactly where I was supposed to be looking, right, to do the full remote viewing technique. And I ended up writing down some numbers on a piece of paper. I'll have an image I think I'll show you guys. It wasn't even close to that being correct at all, but it's a super fun exercise, and it's something that calls my attention, so I think I'm going to do a couple more sessions, probably keep practicing that and see if I can get close or hone my skill a little bit more. When I was kind of getting like the numbers coming to me that I think or that I thought would be the correct answer, which was like 4 numbers that my wife had put on a piece of paper and then hid in the kitchen. It was more of like almost a sense of, it was almost more like a feeling than actually seeing numbers. I kind of had the feeling that I had these 4 numbers correct. Turns out that feeling was completely wrong, but super interesting nonetheless. And it kind of made me think about the possibilities if remote viewing is actually like a thing, if you can actually do that, what could that mean for people and us, I guess, for everything, for the future, for humanity, if it's real and we can get proficient at it somehow. Vectors introduces kind of the same type of idea as the last track, kind of like taking your focus and giving it some more direction, but in this time for me it was more visual, like kind of like if you were flying above the world and you had north, south, east, west, different directions, and you could focus on kind of going a certain way. That's how I visualized it anyway, going through the track. I guess it felt more kind of like, instead of before you were just kind of like you get to this void and you kind of float around and there's no real direction. At this point, it was kind of more about taking that direction and being able to be under a little bit more control. But it's like any kind of discipline or art or whatever. It takes time and practice and consistency. When I got into the 5 questions track is when I guess you could say I really started liking Wave 3. This track was definitely one of the most personal out of all the different tracks. It made you really listen, not with just your ears or anything like that, but like with your whole being, to be able to perceive all the different frequencies that your body is kind of feeling as you ask those questions. So I asked a couple questions and I didn't get any answer. Nothing at all. And then sometimes I would get like these sensations, like a wave of emotion, feeling. It wasn't like a specific answer, like here's what you do. More like an understanding, a reassurance, maybe is the right word. Then after all that, a little bit of silence and reflection kind of made things a little bit more clear. Energy food was a technique kind of to be able to restore your body with energy, rejuvenate yourself energetically. You didn't do it by like picturing food or anything like that, but more of light or a frequency maybe, or energy. Kind of charging your body, your spirit body, your energy body, whatever you want to call it. After the meditation, you feel great. I've done the track a couple times now, since like my first reflection, and it is definitely a great track. Definitely one that I could recommend if you just need a pickup, get a little bit of energy food going. This track here really marks where we physically actually start training to separate from your body, the real out-of-body training. In this track, I almost started feeling like this vibration of pulsing through my body, like kind of like sound waves moving very rapidly through my whole body. I felt light, I felt like I was floating. There was a lot of different things going on there. I didn't fully leave my body or anything, I don't believe. It almost felt like I was like getting, I don't know, maybe lifted or sucked or stretched, or it's hard to find the word to describe that. But it definitely felt like I got close. I think I might have gotten a little scared. I might have scared myself a little bit too, so that might have also prevented me from fully lifting off there. Wave 3 pushed me even further than the first two waves for sure. The first two waves were kind of building a foundation. Wave 3 actually started pushing me, or at least encouraging me, to try and leave my body. These tracks, I guess, aren't really about quick results. Obviously, it's about consistency, staying at it, and staying focused, and trying to understand that subtle awareness. So if you're walking this path too, I guess, take your time, start slow, stay aware of all those little subtle changes that you were going through, because each one of those is a step in the right direction. Thanks for being here on this journey. If this resonates with you, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. The next chapter is Wave 4. Things actually get a little bit deeper, so let's explore it together.
257 257 1 2 3